What is going on, everyone? Judd Burdon here with Asphalt Kingdom. I am super stoked to be here today on yet another freestyle jam. I've got the man, the main man himself, Mr. Alan McElroy, who's on with us right now. He's up in Michigan, right, Alan? You're up in Michigan?
Yeah, Northern Michigan.
Northern Michigan, building a pavement asset management business, man. That's exciting for you, brother.
Absolutely. First
So
year in business.
first year in business is always an exciting one. A little scary too, right? At the same time.
Oh yeah. Yes.
You're investing into a bunch of equipment. You've got your equipment lined up. You're getting things moving. Got to start filling those pipelines so that you can start to make that dough to be able to cover off not just the expenses of the equipment, those investments, but also turn a profit for your business, right?
Absolutely.
Cool, dude. So why don't you take us back a little bit? Tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Our goal is to always help provide value to other people that are out there and to, also help people feel like they're not alone, man, that they're part of a community that's here to pay it forward to them. So take us back in time, man. Where did Asphalt all of a sudden come about?
All right. So to link back about 10 years after graduation from high school, I left for 10 years, traveled the United States, did electrical. So the asphalt world is new, something that I'd never even thought about, but I seen the profit margins in all the divisions, pothole, crack repair, seal coating, line striping. There's just a lot of profit to be made, and there is people that do it, but not no younger generation. I don't see a lot of younger people. Yes, there's people that have been doing it for 20, 30 years, but no up and coming newbies like me. But so I did that, and then I was supposed to buy somebody's business that was supposed to retire. They didn't. So I branched off of him, what I learned off of him last season, and then just come into it this year, this full tilt, brand new equipment. So, I mean, kind of doing it, very fortunate that I could do it that way. So I'm building a big foundation at the beginning, hopefully that I can grow into.
It's awesome, man. That's awesome. And no previous experience in asphalt whatsoever.
Zero.
So now let me ask you a question, man. Like going into your first year, I know that as soon as you started to get the asphalt bug, like when you started to get that asphalt itch, man, when you started seeing the different opportunities that were out there, you're watching videos, you're reading content, you're looking at resources, and you start to connect on, let's say, the round table, right? The AK round table. And this belief and conviction starts to rise. You're like, man, I could do this thing. I can make this happen. It reaches a point, I bet you anything, because it happens to all of us. It's like you can't get asphalt off your mind anywhere you drive, anywhere you go. Like you're looking at parking lots, you're looking at driveways, right?
Every day, especially now that it's getting nice. It's just like, driveway, parking lot, let's hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. So definitely, all I could say, like from a newbie, it's definitely it takes a lot of work to get your clientele built up at the very beginning. It's a little bit of a struggle, but I think once you start doing work and people see your products that you put out and your work that you put out, I feel that it's going to explode from there.
You're bang on, man. So I've got a good buddy that it's interesting at Asphalt Kingdom, man. We end up with clients and then we end up with friends. It's really, really kind of cool how it all turns out. But Miller Diggs over at Harbor Seal Coating in Wilmington, North Carolina, and he was in the same spot that you're in. And he's like, man, building these pipelines is going to take some hard work, some dedication and energy, getting those pavement assessments out, getting those proposals out, doing the follow-up strategies, and really driving the action that's going to drive the reaction is going to take a lot of hard work in the beginning. It really is. And hard work doesn't stop all the way through until you retire essentially from what it is, sell your business, and then you go on vacation or something. But at the end of the day, we have to put hard work in all the way through. It's just at the very beginning, sometimes it feels a little bit overwhelming because of the amount of work that you have to put in, and you're unsure whether or not things are going to actually convert and happen. And so what's happened to Miller, though, 2 years later, is he doesn't have to knock on doors. He doesn't have to go and proactively approach giving out proposals. He's literally getting contacted and called nonstop 2 years in and building $1 million plus business 2 years in. And he's just buying his second Airbus 750 from us right now, his second rig with his second crew, because they're so busy on these big commercial lots. And it's like, this is not our first rodeo in this industry, as you know, man. It's like, because you hear it, you hear the success stories, you're watching, you're part of the community. And so your level of belief gets to that point where you're able to be on camera right now and you're like, yeah, I'm confident, man. Like, I'm going to go and do this thing. And so, like, how good does that feel for you to know that you are building a business that is going to be something that can really give you a great life, man?
So I guess, for good pointers for people that watch this that are newbies as well as I am, is there's going to be a lot of people that tell you things that, necessarily you don't want to go with or you should go with. But at the end of the day, I always go off of what my heart feels and my instincts, me as an individual, because it's, people forget it's yours. It's nobody else's, it's your business. So, I mean, if you want to make it $1 million business or 2 or 3, I mean, it's all, at the end of the day, it's up to us as business owners in asphalt to make it how big you want to make it. And I have big plans with it. So hopefully here, see how the first year goes in the business, and then I can kind of see how my second year, but definitely already, I've been doing a lot of advertisement the last month, and from my first proposal that I gave out, I'm way more comfortable now. Actually can talk to a customer, but at the end of the day, you have to go do it. There ain't no schooling for this kind of stuff. I feel it's more getting out and doing some cold talking with some people and getting proposals. And, I got so far, this year alone, I've gotten, 15,000 in guaranteed work, but I got almost 60,000 in proposals already. And, I'm 3 weeks before I can even start anything.
Filling up your pipe.
Yes. And that's my first year and I have no background in asphalt. So, I mean, I think, I got 4 more months to hammer it. So, I mean, I think I'm doing okay. And I'm a one-man band. So there's nobody else in the picture doing the proposals, doing all the cold calling, going out and getting it.
It's awesome, man. It's awesome. So you're right now, just from I'm going to give you some industry stats that I think are going to be important for you. And so what we know is that in our industry, for basically every assessment that you put out, you will convert 50% of your assessments to a proposal. So if we're doing like an inspection, or we say a medical report on a parking lot for a client that doesn't have pricing, your assessment, the assessments in AK Dash where you can do those assessments will likely convert to 50%, add 50% to a proposal. So for every 4 assessments that you do, they will convert to 2 proposals. And then your proposals will convert at 25% on your assessments. So you'll convert basically 25%. So for every 4 assessments, you're going to convert 1 deal. And so what I say is the dominoes that you need to be pushing, we need to be pushing the right dominoes. And I'm not saying that everybody needs an assessment, but let's face it, not many people in our industry, or any industry really, is providing a real solid consultative sales approach where they're giving true information to solve people's pain points, over deliver on the value rather than shoving the quote down someone's throat. You've heard me say this before, man, and it's like, You have to trust that process. And for those people that actually do that hard work on that front end, like you're doing, 60,000 bucks worth of proposals, people who keep pushing that will absolutely pop deals out of the end of the pipe, man. And that's where you make real money. So we have to go from a mindset of not just being driven by green check marks, like I did this, I did this, I did this. That's the win. No, the win is the money in the bank, and the cash that's actually going in the pocket. That's the winning part, right? The rest of the process is actually just the dominoes you need to push in order to achieve the result.
Yeah. And, like, especially in like my areas, it's a lot more country setting status up these ways. So you have the marketing's a little bit different versus, in Miami downtown where there's a bunch of parking lots, so it, so people that are getting into it that are maybe in the suburbs that they don't think it's possible, it definitely is possible in the country settings. Don't let that, oh, there isn't work. There is work everywhere. It's kind of stupid how much work there really is out there in asphalt in every area. Like, rephrasing back to what you said earlier, is I can't get it off my mind. It's everywhere I look. It's, oh, there's one. Oh, there's one. But at the same time, is one thing that I have learned on your table talks, the year that I think it'll be a year, right about, I think it's September last year, I started the round talks with you guys, or the round tables and whatnot. I would have to say is definitely go after the parking lots, because the driveways don't build up your overall gross at the end of the year. Yes, you have to just do so many of them. And, at the end of the day, even in the electrical field that I was in, the startup to start this, it don't matter if it's a $20,000 job or a $5,000 job. It takes the same amount of work to set it up to get the sealer applied.
Dude, that's such an important golden tip that you just gave right there. You can invest into 50, 60, $70,000 worth of equipment, and you go hunt driveways that they're going to make $400 or $500 a driveway on, but you'd have to do like 2,000 of them in order to actually make, any money, real money. And it's like, well, if we were hunting more of these commercial lots and we were connecting with property managers, for example, that were responsible for many, many properties, and they were like apartment communities. There was some HOAs, there's some commercial plazas, there's these bigger lots. And I know that you know this, but for people watching, it's like there's more asphalt than we know what to do with genuinely. And the majority of people in our industry, and I'm going to generalize this from someone who's been in the industry for 25 years, majority of people don't even answer their phone, man, when a client calls.
No, and that's the thing too, is, like, when I was, because this has been in the making for 2.5 years before I'm actually getting into it. So this was a long process to get into, but it definitely, you would have to just keep focused on everything that you as an individual want. Like, because there's going to be a lot of people that chat and say, oh, that ain't possible. Oh, you need to do this. Oh, you need to do this. But at the end of the day, it's just like, they're not the ones spending the dedication, sitting in on the round tables, getting, that's the best, especially to, if you're just getting into it, hit up these round tables, because they are I learned so much off them, and I don't even speak in, you don't have to speak. And they're just great knowledge from great people that have multi-million-dollar businesses in asphalt.
Yeah, man, that's exactly why we had built it, Alan, is because there should be a community that you can go to and listen in to people who've been there and done that, but also be able to interact and engage and connect with other people that are on the round table as well, right? Like, that's the thing, the network's strong. And I think, from someone who's built businesses from the ground up, man, it's lonely when you're alone building a business and you're not sure of where to turn for an answer, and like that can be daunting. And so for me, just knowing that we've been able to build that sense of community and support has been something really, really awesome. And here's the thing too, like, Alan, there's a reason why we're on this freestyle jam right now, straight up, and it's because I've watched you put in the time. I've watched you invest your time into sitting and learning and being glued to the camera, watching everything that's going on, looking at the chats and engaged. You've done a lot of learning, and you've done a lot as it relates to investing into your future right now. And it's because you genuinely care about building something at the caliber that you care about building it to. And that's the thing, is like, not everybody wants what you want. Not everybody wants what I want. And that's okay. But if you desire something more than you have, in a path that might be a little more exciting for you, my hope for people watching this is you don't have to be feeling like you're alone, and that the chance of failure is high when you're connected like this. So.
And two, for like people that watch this as well, maybe their financials ain't the greatest at the beginning. You can still get into it. Don't let that shut you down right at the beginning just because you don't have the funds. Like, if there's a way, there's a will. That's my philosophy. So,
Yeah.
happen. Maybe your first year you just start out, just buying from your local sealer. You just buy 5-gallon buckets and go around, and then maybe you build up where you can buy a 300 Air Boss or something along that lines and build from that way. But regardless, you can do it. I mean, it may take a couple of years, but give it a few years, and asphalt will make you a lot of money in the future.
And we have a responsibility too, as pavement asset management providers. We have a responsibility, and it's to keep pavement safe. It's to keep saving money for property owners and facility managers, and also make it look great, right? Let's beautify the pavement assets that exist out there. And I think you were right, very, very right, man. There's going to be a lot of noise out there that's going to try to speak into your world. A lot of noise. It's everywhere, right? It's on social media. It's in the news. It's your family sometimes. It's your friends sometimes. And there's people out there that are living a life, unfortunately, that's not building towards their dreams. And those are the people that generally are a little bit cancerous, or a lot of it cancerous to you. And so just make sure that you're ultra focused. And like you said, Alan, if your heart connects with your mind and your vision, man, just go hunt it, go get it, and build the life, man, that you desire. Proud of you, dude.
Yeah. And especially, I'm one of them people, like, if somebody tells me, oh, well, that isn't possible, I'm that person that now I'm going to make a note of that in my head, saying, all right, come see me in a few months, and you're going to see that it's possible, because I'm going to show you.
I love that. And Alan, for people that do want to find you, have you got your social media set up yet? Your social media pages, or are you working?
So as of right now, I have my guys. Hopefully May, I have a guy building a website for me right now. So we're in the making of that, because I wanted to get on Google and just have an actual website to get on. So that's coming beginning of May. That's coming along, and then when I get my website, I will have my Facebook, Al's Asphalt, set up along with my website.
I love that.
So in May, you will be able to find me. It'll be Al's Asphalt Maintenance on Facebook.
I love that. I love that. Right out of northern Michigan, man, where the asphalt needs lots of good care, man. That's for sure.
Them potholes that eat a vehicle up here.
Cool. Well, listen, man, I know that our audience has ate up these golden nuggets here today, and I'm really, really grateful and appreciative of you taking the time out of your busy schedule. I know you're just getting things kickstarted, so I know you're working real hard right now and getting prepped. I really appreciate you taking the time on the Freestyle Jam here with us, brother. If you had one tip to all of the people watching, what would that one tip be that you would give?
Keep on keeping on.
Cool. I love that, man. Yep. Keep on. Let's keep going. And after all, there's a certain amount of time left, so make the most out of it. Keep on keeping on. I love it.
Yeah, definitely. Because it's not going to be easy. I mean, there's days where people are like, I can't believe how well you keep it together. Like, even in like other scenarios, not everybody knows the pressures that we have, but the people that do, close friends, are like, when you go out, you don't let it bug you. It's just like, you can't let it bug you because
Yeah.
it'll all work out at the end of the day. It may not be working then, but you can progress it to make it better so it does work.
100%. Time is a special thing, man. It heals for sure. Yeah.
Pleasure.
Alan, thank you so
you.
much for your time, man. I really appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
I know it helps a lot of people who are watching here, and I look forward to seeing you on the next AK Roundtable and also seeing you out there smashing your first big commercial job. Really excited about that, bro.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited too. I'm gonna have some videos on my website and everything of the Airboss 750. I can't wait to get working on that and getting you guys some pictures as well for your web.
Appreciate it, man. Very, very much. Everyone, thank you for tuning in on this AK Freestyle Jam, man. You heard it from Alan McElroy, guy building his business. I know that the next time we do one of these freestyle jams together, it will be a lot like the other freestyle jams that we have with our success stories. 1 year later, man, we'll do a recap and see where things are, but there's no doubt we'll be celebrating, man. And of course, you're all on here too. Please do make sure that you comment down below with any questions that you have, any advice that you have for anyone. We're here to work together to make this world a better place, man. And make sure to punch that like button, the subscribe button as well, man. We appreciate you subscribing to our channel. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Alan McElroy, thank you, brother, and congratulations.
Talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon.